Hey guys, Rocky here with Wild Edge Outdoors, and I'm here with my grandson Tate today. We're going to do a little fire building, and of course I think we picked the worst day to do this, or the best day, because it's been raining for days, so everything is wet. What did we do? We just went and where did we look for wood?
Yeah, we went to look for wood way over there where the trees were dry, semi-dry I should say.
And
where the pine trees were protecting it.
And we got wood that wasn't on the ground. It was dead wood on a pine tree that was underneath some really thick boughs, right?
Yeah, we got the wood right here, and we got a bag of stuff to make a fire. You can see there's cotton balls in here because the first part showed him making them. And we have some matches and a couple fire starters and those cotton balls to throw in here and make a fire.
Okay, so I think the best thing to do before you even try to start a fire is to get everything prepared, right? Mm-hmm. So we get all of our really teeny little tinder and then our kindling and then a little bit bigger stuff. And so that's what we're going to do first. We're going to go through this pile and kind of sort it all out and get everything all set. So let's do that. Let's break these things up into little piles. Yeah, I can feel some of this wood is just still damp. So. Yes, sir, you can have the big one. Yeah, this stuff snaps like it's really dry. But
it's also old, which gives us an advantage to snap it.
Yeah, it is dead, but we'll see. We'll see how damp it really is. To plan ahead. Like we brought a little bit of fire starter, and all it is cotton balls that are just infused with Vaseline or petroleum jelly, and all that does is it burns longer. So if we got some wood that's damp but dry on the inside, it might give it some time to actually dry it all out and actually catch on fire.
Yeah, as you could see in the first one, he stuffed petroleum jelly on the cotton balls, so again it would burn longer.
Yeah, we got a couple different ways of actually starting a fire. We've got one of the things is an actual Bic lighter, one of those little cheap lighters, and you know, it's cool to be able to start a fire with the flint and steel, you know, and the magnesium and that, but you know, if you're in a situation where you got to get a fire going, carrying around one of those little lighters is probably the best insurance you can have. They almost always work.
Probably.
And they're light. So I never go in the woods without one.
Instead of lighters, we got matches too.
What kind of matches are those?
Specifically storm matches.
Okay. What makes them storm matches?
Well, it says that right on the front of them.
Okay.
And they're kind of like matches, but you light them and they go for like 12 seconds, so that would give you at least enough time to start a fire. As again, you can see storm matches. Don't know if you can see it that well. And the match looks like this. It has a little bit of red at the bottom from a normal match. That's how you could tell a storm match from a regular match. So we have, again, 4 other different ways besides the storm match. I'll put that back. One of these lighters again. Well, the magnesium, you could sprinkle it on your fire and it's a little easier to light. So it is flint and steel because steel, flint. We also have another one, kind of like it but different, because it's again flint steel. So you can do it like, you're not really supposed to do it on the raggedy edges, like as you can see, you're not supposed to do it on these raggedy edges right here.
There we go.
Just like that. Kind of another flint and steel. Again, just different type. Light it like, it makes a little spark. You can see, but it made a little spark. This part's magnesium, so you could, again, sprinkle it off on the fire. And same thing, flint and steel. And now we have a lighter. Everyone knows how the lighter works. You just pull this back and push the button. I'm kidding. And we have all the wood sorted now. Now let's see if any of the 5 ways will work on this fairly dried wood.
Okay, I think first thing we're going to do, we just cleared a little spot.
We found a pretty good spot with a little lump right here, and we got some more ground down there. I think it's a good spot.
And in my travels, I found some dried up ferns. They feel dry, so we're going to put that in there too.
I don't think I showed you how this flint and steel works. It's a lot easier to light than the other ones. You could just... It's way easier.
Okay, here's one of the cotton balls with some Vaseline in it. We're going to kind of pull it apart a little bit, get these fibers exposed. And it kind of acts just like a...
So we could get the embers in there?
yeah, it acts kind of like a candle. We got to get some little things right here. And we want to pile these up around it.
So we could start a fire.
So if that starts, and we want to lay them in there real nice, but leave an opening right here so we can get to light it.
So even if we start a fire, we still need some fuel to keep it going.
That's right. That's why we got all the different sizes, and hopefully this stuff will catch. And then if it starts to catch, then we can put a little bit bigger on. Okay, and there's our little pile right now. Got the fern underneath, and the cotton ball with some petroleum jelly, and then some small twigs. And like I said, everything is really damp here, so we'll see if this works.
So we're gonna sprinkle some magnesium on it. Alright. So we sprinkled a little magnesium on it. Let's try now to light it.
You gotta get in here. Oh, it started!
There's a flame.
Oh, that's good. Now we want to
Nurse it.
get some little stuff on it. And see how that cotton ball is just burning real nice. You don't want to bury it, but you want to just get some stuff on there, so things in here. Can you see that on the camera?
Can you see that, guys?
It looks like it's just starting. Yeah, don't blow too much.
Yeah.
Looks like we got something going.
Oil!
We got a fire going.
Okay, but it's not there yet because we still got a lot of damp stuff. Let's keep it going. Gotta keep
Throw sticks on it so they can dry out with that fire.
keep some smaller stuff going on it.
Alright. Don't want to smother it too much, though.
No.
Don't go too long.
Build it up so it's an actual big fire. This can still go out very easily. See any of this big stuff catching?
It's getting black.
Got a lot of smoke. Okay, it does look like some of it's starting. Let's keep putting some littler stuff on there and keep things going. Yeah, you can see it's smoking so much just because everything is so wet. That's good. The wind is naturally blowing the flame into the bigger stuff there.
So that's good. Give it a little.
Gotta give it a little tender loving care here. That was a good job with that flint and steel there, Tate. It's the first time you've done that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Good job.
Thanks. It all depends on how you use the flint and steel, but in this case it worked.
Yep. And practice every time you build a fire. As you can see, blowing on it, you gotta blow on it at first just right, but sometimes you got to give it that big blast of air to really get those flames going, give it some heat.
The reason I think that this fire started is between this magnesium on this and the combination of the cotton ball and
Petroleum jelly.
the petroleum jelly. So that I think that started our fire. And
Yeah, I agree with you, because I think, for one, this little guy is pretty cool because he's got a good flint on it, good striker, and it's got a good amount of magnesium on it.
so you can do
These little cheap
Yeah.
fire starters, anybody can make them. They're so cheap. It's like, well, you know how much cotton balls are, and everybody's got petroleum jelly sitting in their medicine cabinet. And if it wasn't for the magnesium sitting on there to ignite, and then this to keep the flame going for quite a while the little tinder dried out, I don't think we would have gotten it going at all. Now we've got another one of these little strikers like this. It doesn't have any magnesium, but it
a little harder to light too, but
you got to use the right edge. I'm seeing one edge is kind of rounded and one edge is sharp, and you want to use a sharp edge, and you do get good spark coming off of it, but you don't have that option of the magnesium, which
is
let's
gonna
take a
be
look.
like a little harder, which is gonna be like way harder than the
Right.
magnesium on it.
You want to give yourself as much of an edge as you can, and you can see there isn't much difference in size to them. And this one also has a wood handle. You can actually shave part of the wood
To make
for more tinder. Now this little guy here, this was the cheapest one, and none of these were expensive, but this is the cheapest one.
And
I also think it works the worst.
it works the worst, but it has the most magnesium, as you can see. It's like a block of magnesium.
It
with
is.
a-
Let's see, because this one, the magnesium shaved off really easy. Let's see, try shaving the magnesium on that one.
Yeah, you can see it flying through the air
Yeah.
like that.
Do it right in my hand. Okay, there's some little shavings coming off of there. Now try this one. Oh yeah, this one goes bigger chunks and a lot easier.
This spark, it doesn't go nearly as good as this. Like, comparison. Ready? Go.
Yeah, this one, it's much easier to spark. I'm going to have to find where I got this and put a link in the description for that one.
To see if you could get this and make your own fire, kind of like just what we did.
And obviously, the lighter, pretty simple.
Yeah, everyone knows how the lighter works.
But you know, it's a lot easier, so let's just... No, you just... Yeah, it's a lot easier. So you just put on the cotton ball,
and bam, fire.
and it started, you know, and you can go ahead and...
Well, you can see how slow it
Just toss
burns.
that in there.
Ouch. And just to show you the difference, when you light a regular cotton ball, whoa, that just goes up in flames.
It just disintegrates.
Yeah, and
This
it goes
one, the one
fast.
with the petroleum jelly, on the other hand, well, because I don't know if you could see it, but it's turning black, and the fire's almost already out. The one with the petroleum jelly, on the other hand, the only place where the fire is, it's black, and it's going a lot longer, and the flame's like
Yeah, it's a
a
much
couple
bigger
inches
flame
higher.
too, isn't it?
Yeah. So the petroleum jelly helps a lot, along with the magnesium.
Let's try one of these storm matches. I've never tried one of these things.
Yeah, me neither.
And it's got a striker on the side, and then it comes with some extra strikers.
Remember, this goes on for like 12 seconds. Again, probably enough time to start a fire.
Whoa, that was quick.
It just goes quick and it burns for 12 seconds, so you could just fire.
That's much longer than a regular match and hotter. It's not nearly as long as a cotton ball with Vaseline or petroleum jelly on it.
The reason these storm matches are so good is because, well, look how quick this ignites. Bam.
Watch your fingers. Yeah, you can't even blow it out. Look. Okay, we got a fire going, so Tate can dry out his boot here that got wet on the way in here. And I think we did a good job. I think you did a really good job of showing how easy it is to start a fire when you're prepared.
Or in horrible conditions.
Yeah, really bad
Even
conditions.
in horrible conditions, if you have the right stuff on you, you can still you can start a fire.
Yeah, this is the first time doing it.
He's still going.
Yeah, that little cotton ball is still burning. And we've shut the camera off a couple of times since we started it, and it's still going. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when we put out more content.
See if we can put a like there too.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Tate, for being part of this one. Appreciate it. See you later.
Yeah.